Okay, good morning, students. Uh, I hope you are enjoying your quarantine life in the home. But as we know that we have already started our online classes. So on this basis, I will start chapter number 5, that is XML. XML stands for Extensible Markup Language. So I'll provide one AV which will tell you the basic differences between the XML and the HTML. So let's see the AV.
Welcome to CCMA. Here we are going to differentiate XML and HTML. Where XML stands for Extensible Markup Language and HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. Both of them are used to create web pages, and XML is focused on what data is about, means it used to describe the data, while HTML is used to display the data, means how data look like when we creates a web page using HTML and XML. XML can have user defined tags, means XML doesn't have any predefined tags, while HTML having the predefined tags. The XML files are stored in a separate XML file, but the HTML contents are stored in the tags. So we say that the XML files are used as data storage and HTML tags are used as data storage. XML is case sensitive, while HTML is not a case sensitive markup language. The extension name of XML is .xml and the extension file name of HTML file is .html or .htm. In XML, any tag that is started must be closed, but in HTML there is no any rules for closing of the tags that are previously started. It can be open in a whole document. Here is the example we having. Here is a user defined tag person, and these all the details, name started here and it's feed the data element, so it and it's closed at name. Here roll number started, roll number closed, and all the details that all the tags that are used in XML must be closed. But in HTML it can be open. If we leave these tags are open, there is no any problems. And here is the example of XML file and the HTML file. Thanks for watching.
So you have already understood the basic differences between the XML and the HTML. Now I'll show you another AV through which you will able to understand how you can make one XML program. Hope you understand this program. If you have any queries, please uh, ask me through my number. So students, we will start with XML tree first of all, and you'll able to see in front of the screen that this is an XML tree which has been created here. But before you make the XML tree, we have to understand the basic elements of the XML tree. We have already understood that what is the difference between the XML and the HTML. Now XML is a structured language, which means we have to create in a tree structure. Okay, now we'll start. Before we start this making the tree, we have to understand some of the key elements of making this program. Let us come to this point. You'll able to see in page number 93 XML elements you can see there, and some of the things you have to understand in this part. When we make any kind of name in this part, if you just see, if you're able to see, these are names are given here. Whatever names are given, these names has to follow some of the rules and regulation. Let us understand these rules and regulation. First of all, you can understand that names can contain letters, numbers, and other instructions and other characters. I mean to say, name can contain letters, numbers, and other characters. Name cannot start with a number or a punctuation character. Names cannot start with the letters XML, etc. Names cannot contain spaces. So to make you understand in a way, let us try to make you understand in writing this fact. First of all, you have to understand that names can contain letters, numbers, and other characters. We mean to say here that whenever you want to write any names, you have to write like this. Just to give you an example, this one, to let us take an example for this. When you write a name, for example, if I write the first name, so if I write the first name, so I can use this word first name. Okay, now you're able to see that I have not given any spaces there, because I'll tell you these facts why the space are not given here. But let me show you, this is given as the first name. Now you have to understand this name what I have written here. You can put the letters in the capital letters, small letters, but these are distinctive letters. You have to understand this thing also. But here I have just given this number. Followed to it, you can write some numbers also. For writing some numbers, like if you write here 1, okay, we can write follow to this name only, just without giving any space. You can write one number 1 also, you can write. And follow to it, you can give any kind of punctuation letters, but remember, this punctuation letters, only few punctuation letters can be used. Okay, so here I can give as one punctuation letter, that is called underscore. So the one underscore, one number, one letters. So you can see in this part what is written there is that names can contain letters, numbers, and other characters. The next part is that names cannot start with a number or a punctuation character. This is, you have to get it very clearly, just to make you understand that. For example, if you are writing this one, this is the correct option. Okay, this is the correct option. But if you write like this, this, we can see there is a number of, already we have started with the number, so we can understand this is wrong. We cannot write this one like this. Secondly, you cannot start with any punctuation character, so this is also cannot be done. You have to always start with a letter only. So names cannot start with a number or a punctuation character. It has to be started only with a letter. Names cannot start with the letters XML. Now you have to understand this word. Whatever the names you are giving, you can give any of your choice. You can name, you can give. No, there is no problem in it. It's not like the HTML where you have to give the predefined one. Here you can create your own one. Okay, it is own one. It is user defined. So you can give by yourself also only. Okay, so let us understand in a way that the third point which is given as names cannot start with the letters XML. We mean to say that the word XML in a small letter, in a capital letter, or any formation will not be used in this particular fact. Understood? These facts cannot be understood. So you have to follow this kind of things. You have to follow only this one. Okay, next one is that names cannot contain spaces. This is a very important thing. You might have seen in the first space only, I have not given any space here. You cannot put any space will consider as this one as a 2 characters, not 1 character, but it will consider as a 2 character. So here you can see that I have given in this part there is no space there. Now let us try to make one tip. You might have seen in this page number 90, page number 94, you might have seen one XML tree is already created there. Now to understand this one is that it's given here member, ID, name, sports, follow to it is the amount, then the first name and the last name. And you can see that the first name and the last name, whatever the names are given here, it's not given with a space. Now let us come to the point that what we are going to do. Let us make a table first of all. But before we make a table, we have to understand of making a table. Let us go to a page number. We follow a page number because with this only you can start. You can see one program written in this page number 109. So what is the question written here? Let us understand this question first. The question is written there: create an XML document contact details with the elements contact list and a member as the root and the parent element respectively. The parent element will have a child element, name, email, and the mobile. You can change the element names to make them more descriptive. Display the empty structure of the empty structure and the tree structure without data in Internet Explorer. What we will do is that we will try to make everything. First of all, we will not go with the question, though the question is given that only you have to make the tree structure. We will make both to understand in a one sense, in one way. We will try to understand this fact. Let us come to this topic. We will do with this question number only. That is question number 1. Let us come to this point, and we will go like this. Is that you can see, let me make you the first of all some of the things. What is a root element? Root element, if you want to understand this root element, please go to page number 94, and you will able to see the few elements there. Okay, I mean to say page number 92. I mean to say 92. You will able to see some root elements given here, and you are able to see this the root element, child element, and the subchild element. All the tree structures should have one root element, one child element, and it may follow with the subchild. It may follow with the child only, but one root element should be there. And remember that you have to, after creating root, we can have one more element called the parent element. Okay, root element followed to the parent element. This parent element can be considered as child element also, and followed to this one will be the subchild element. Now let us come to the topic, how to make the program. Now if you just see in page number 109, what is given here is that, as per this question, you'll able to see that create an XML document details where you will get the contact list and member as the root and the parent element. So let us try to understand this one, what we will do in the tree structure. Let us come to this topic. How to make this root element and the parent element. So what we have in this question is that contact list and member as the root element. So let us go with the contact list. So what we will write is in this part as the contact list. Contact list, in this part you will see this is our root element. So when you make the root element, there will be no parameters. You know the parameters already. I have taught you in the HTML classes. So contact list will not follow any parameters, and because this is a root element, the first element, followed to it one more element is there, and that is called the member. So we will make this member as the parent element. Now here also we will not create any parameter. The reason for this is, you can see the question is that in this question there is a root element already mentioned, and followed to it we will be writing some of the elements as a child element known as the name, email, and the mobile phone. We will be having these elements. So let us come to this topic, how to do this one. So what we will do is that contact list, member, and follow to it we will write the names. What are the names we got? Name and email. So we can give this one as the name, and in this name what we will do is that we will try to put one name from our mind. Okay, so let me put the name as the God. It can be any name also, there is no problem in it. And then we have to close. Okay, you remember that every opening tag must have a closing tag in the XML. With that you might not follow in the HTML. Some elements are there known as the container elements, where you need to go for the off tag also and the close tag also. And some elements are there which call empty element, where only on tag is there, off tag is not there. Now let us come to the topic that we have already created the name God as this one. The opening tag and the closing tag will be there in the XML. Now let us come to the next part, that is the email. We will start with the email here. And we can give some email here from our mind. XYZ. Okay, that is anything from our mind, we will put it. So we have the closing tag also, we have already done here. Next, last part, and this last part we can say the mobile number. So we will go with the mobile one. Can anybody say the mobile number of God? Forget it. You can give from your mind anything like this. So we will close this mobile also. Once this is done, we will close our parent element also. And closing, you can just do like this. Remember how you have written this in the capital letter. Here also you have to follow this capital letter only. Remember this, how you have started, end up with this one. Started, end up with this one. Started, end up with this one. You cannot change from your mind these things. Okay, so we can use this one, member, and follow to it we will close our root element also. So we have closed the root element. Now watching this particular things, let us make our tree also. So what we will do is that first you write here the tree. This is the XML program. And now we will see the XML tree. One thing I forgot to show you, and this is the fact, is that the version, you have to write the XML version in this part. So you have to write XML version equal to 1.0 and you close it. This is a very important line. You cannot miss out this line. Okay, you have to write this line. Okay, now let us come to the XML tree. We'll create the same, watching the same thing, we can create the XML tree. First what we will do is that we write this, the root element. What is the root element? Contact list. You just create a box in this part and then follow to this box. We will create one more box, that is the root, I mean to say the parent element, that is the member, and follow to it we will have the three things, that is name, and then the email, and finally the mobile. So you'll be able to see that the tree structure is already created. The contact list is the root element, member as the parent element, and these are the child element. You might not have seen that in this part I have given some parameters. In while making the tree, it's not necessary for making the parameters, but if you want to give the parameters, please give in downside. This part you can give in downside, the within a bracket you can give the parameters here, but in the exam time it's not mandatory to give the parameters. If the question asks only, then only you need to give the parameters, otherwise it is not needed. You can go without the parameters. So you have understood that XML tree. If you have any doubt, please tell. I hope you like the session. Okay, if you have any doubt, you can ask me. You will get some more classes on XML, because XML is a very important chapter for you, and I hope I can give you further few classes on XML. Thank you.